All right, guys. So we finished up the baggage car. Got it complete. Still haven't put in the screws in to make sure that the top stays, but they lock in, so we're okay with that. At some point in time, I'll go and I'll put the screws in. We got our trucks on. All the repairs are done. The lights are working, and it's a go with that, as we said. And we've started. We've got the observation out, and we're ready. We've started all the work on it, and we're heading toward the completion of the work on the observation. So, thanks for tuning back in with me on the channel. And this will be part 3B. Part 3B. In the completion of the story. All right, let's get started. All right, here we go. I've already loosened the top on it. I took the screws out, got it off. Ready? Okay. I thought this piece here was not completely broken out. I thought it was just cracked, but what was holding it in actually was the roof. So as soon as I removed the roof, it fell out. And luckily, it was still there, and I have it. I caught it. Didn't get lost. So we have it to glue it back in. So that's the first thing we're going to do. We're going to glue that piece back in. Down to the last of the glue in this tube. And it's spout is closed up on me. Okay. Move this roof out of the way. Take it back a little more. So we're going to put a little glue on this piece. Just set that in with as much accuracy as we can give to it. Trying to keep any extra glue from getting on our hands or on the outside surface. I can tell right now that this is going to need a support on the back side. Because of the nature of the brake. There we go. It's gradually working back in place. But we're going to go ahead and put a brace on this back side. Simply because we know and we understand that when you have a brake like that, even after it's repaired, it oftentimes remains weak. And weak we don't need. So I take one of our trusty bread ties. It just takes a piece like this. Doesn't have to be extravagant. We've already put glue down on this surface on the inside of the car. So we're going to put a little glue on the bracing that we're going to install. And we have to install it down a little bit lower because of the lip that's here on the roof. And that's too bad that was broken all the way out, because I could have just used a little super glue or a little crazy glue on it and popped it back in place. And more than likely, you'd never even known that it had been broken. But it's okay. This will suffice. Got a little place here that I know you can't see it. There's a little place here that has it was kind of like a chip out of the plastic itself. And so we're going to put a little glue in that area. Kind of fill it in a little bit. Didn't get much in there. So we just over that whole area right there. There we go. Just kind of spread it out over the whole area there. So that it'll fill in any cracks that it may have on the outside. Looks great. Okay. Our worst repair is going to be down here. You see this big piece here is broken out. This part of our I guess you would call it, for the lack of anything else, I can't think of what I'm wanting to say, this hump here or stand that holds the truck. Same as we built on the other two cars. This one's all broken out. I didn't realize this one was that bad until I got to fooling around with it the other night, and I heard something inside the car, and it was the plastic. So I pulled out this insert, and there was a piece of plastic laying in there, and this other piece was broke completely out like this was, but you couldn't tell it. So I went ahead and got that out of there. We're going to build this back up and repair this. Now I've already made a new platform, and that's what this is basically. I couldn't think of a name to call it correctly. And we're going to put a new platform on this one like we did on the other one. I've already got this one set at the right height. And it will give us our form. And on this other end, it's busted out. So, like we did on the first one, I've made a cap for it, and we will glue it on and drill holes in them, of course. Seal it up. But right now, we've got to start first with this floor. So, there's two ways I can do this. I can repair it from this outside, as I did the other car, the baggage car. Or I can go inside and put the piece in from the inside. My thought is to just go ahead and patch over. So I don't want to disturb the wiring, taking this floor completely out. Okay, so let's get our trusty plastic. Let's see, I've got a piece here. Like working with this polystyrene. We're gonna try to make a piece that's gonna cover that well. I think we'll just cut it off of this. That's gonna do it. If I can pick it back up. Yeah. Yeah. Now I want this piece not to just cover the hole, but I want it to also fit in a way that once I glue it in place, it also kind of locks in with the rest of the shape. That is still in position. There we go. Like that. Perfect. That's going to help with our platform cover that we're putting on. I'm going to cut this down just a little bit right here. Kind of a half round shape in there. I want you to kind of go over a little bit like that. Perfect. Good, we get our trusty glue out. Now we're not going to worry about this hollow space because the hollow space is supposed to be there. It was there with just the separation of the shell floor and the insert. So we're not going to worry about that. Okay. Switch my glasses so I can get a better, closer look at what I'm looking at. We'll go ahead and put some glue on our prepared surface here. Get it ready for the cover up. That should sound familiar. I'll put a little glue down in there too. There we go. Right there is where it goes. And we'll hold it there for a few minutes. Okay, while that's drying, we're going to come over here. Now, I've already ground this off some. Got it pretty even. Might take it off just a little more. Well, it's kind of a rainy, sunshiny day here today. It's been raining a little bit off and on. Hasn't been a real hard rain or a storm type rain. Been a little heavier than showers at a time. But overall, it's been a nice day to hear it today. The temperature has dropped, and it's late afternoon already. And so, if I get done in time, it's cool enough. It's probably still pretty hot in that shop, though. But it's cool enough. I probably can go out to the shop for maybe an hour or two. So we'll see. Looks like I need to change my sanding wheel. Okay. Okay, we just want to get the surface flat. There it is right there. Get our glue on it. Now the nice thing about this one was it wasn't busted all the way out like the other one was, or the two on that one. We had half of one on that one as we did this one, and the other one was almost completely gone. So we had to rebuild it totally. But the platform here is here. The top side of it was just busted out. So it makes it a whole lot better. These are repairs, as you see, can be easily done by even the most unskilled person. If you take your time, make your pattern if you have to, and just cut it out. Glue it on, sand your surfaces, get them smooth so that they'll lay flat. Now this is going to take a while to dry. So, that's looking good. I think we could fill it in a little more right there. There we go. Now on the other one, it actually went overnight and then set for a couple days before I got back to it, and worked on it again to complete the video. Well, all right. So we're back. And I went ahead and while we were waiting on the glue to dry from this additional platform top that I put on here, I went ahead and soldered up our contacts for the bottom of the wheel sets. And got them ready. Now we need to, once again, this front platform, we need to grind that off again. So we're going to grind that off. Then we're going to drill our holes. Then we're going to set our studs or our screws in our anchors. And we'll probably paint this up first, then set our studs, our screws and anchors. And hopefully we'll be done. So let's get started. Like we did the other one. Now, I don't put any weight on this at all. I just let the weight of my drill master in my hand do the work. We need to take a little more off right there. Perfect. Okay, now once again, I'm going to add some glue around this edging to seal it. And it's not necessary. I don't suppose, but every little bit helps. I just do it basically to ensure that it's sealed to the base and that the two pieces are secured together. About time to change and get a new glue tube out. All right, so we've got that done. This one is okay. We're going to go ahead now and while we're looking at it, and touch up these areas that are going to need painted. We're going to go ahead and paint them. If I can find my trusty paintbrush. They do like to hide from me. Okay. I'm going to start with this one back here. Since it hasn't been disturbed since yesterday. You know, put on a nice heavy coat. We'll let that dry. Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you, Pam. Okay. Okay. Now we're going to let that dry at least 15 minutes. So we're going to come back. Well, guys, I'm going to end this video right here. The reason being, it's a little over 45 minutes long, and we've still got another short segment to do. I could go ahead with this video, but if we did, it's going to be well over an hour and probably 20-25 minutes. So we've taken out and a lot of parts, different things to it, and did things, preface it to viewing right before we began to view it, or record it rather, and so that in order to save time, but still with all the things that are necessitate it being done, and things like the outtakes, like dropping stuff, and I leave those in sometimes, in the essence of going ahead with the video to show you that, you know, things do happen. But some of them we have to take out because it spends too much time looking for a part that I dropped or something. So anyway, all that just to say this: I apologize that 3B is not going to be the very last segment of these videos. There will be a fourth segment, part 4, and it's going to be coming to you real soon. There's a little bit that needs to be done yet to complete the observation car, and so we're going to get it done. And as always, please keep watching. If you like the videos, please leave a comment. I like the video. Push that button, as YouTube uses that to determine how well the videos are doing. Also, please, if you have not subscribed, do so. Subscribing is free to the channel. We're not at a membership point yet, and we may never be. But until we get there, we still need your subscriptions. We'd like to have you subscribe, and that way you'll be notified every time we do a new video. All right, so that's it for this segment. Watch for part 4 coming to this channel soon. Remember, God loves you and Jesus Christ is Lord. Thanks for watching. Happy rails. Until next time, and this is a Catzilla production. Bye for now.